Um, the jurisdiction of the court? Yes. See, child abduction is when you have a court order, yes, that one parent has to do a certain number of classes so they can be educated, yeah, about parenting. Oh. And then after having completed the classes, yes, there must be an attempt at the parent being able to utilize the education that they've received. Yes. Now, there's no use getting educated if you're disallowed the ability, right, to actually practice what you've learned. Now, removes from the jurisdiction of the court a child in violation, yes, of a child order or process. Mm. Now, let's look at it for just a second. My wife could not petition the court for dissolution of marriage, yes, without you, the court, obligating her to at least attempt, yes, reconciliation. Now, that means that this is a child abduction, a kidnapping. Oh, uh-huh. And since it's a kidnapping, when you gave exclusive jurisdiction to my wife, yes, my five sons, because you issued a protection order in 2011. And then I called Healthy Families of Clallam County, yes, to find out if they got the stipulation and order, and the counselor's recommendation, yes, that she had to be asked. Would you like to have marriage reconciliation? Because your husband got educated about how to parent. Ouch. Now, the fraudulent dissolution of marriage did not fulfill the conditions of the stipulation and order. Right now. Now, the court, the defendant, if the defendant continues to perform satisfactorily during the period of diversion, yeah, at the end of the period of diversion, the criminal charges shall be dismissed upon motion or application of the defendant pursuant to 9 Guam Code. Yeah. Defendant would then qualify for expungement. Yes. Now, any contact, yes, with the anticipation that there would have been contact between Mr. Budnick and his wife and children will be regulated by the court in the state of Washington. Oh, Mr. Budnick shall obey the orders of the court. Yeah, Washington court. See, when you refuse to enforce the Guam stipulation and order that would have required me to actually parent my sons for a duration of time, yes, because of the education that I agreed to do. The intent is that the marriage would have stayed together during the whole time of probation, and I would have proved to the court that there was not an additional incident of the accusation of domestic violence and child abuse. Now, there is no possible way that you have fulfilled, yes, the conditions of the stipulation and order, because in some way, yeah, the court would say, well, Paul, you didn't actually qualify for expungement, yes, because the state of Washington obstructed your right, yes, to have contact with your wife and children. Now, let's say I went to sue him today. Yeah, let's go ahead. I sue you, yes, for refusing to enforce the stipulation and order, yes, because she had you issue a protection order, right, where I was not given any notice or opportunity to be heard. And a condition of that protection order was your mental health. Now, in May 24th, she motioned the court for dissolution of marriage, yes, where I was going to qualify for expungement, yes, if I could put into practice the education I'd received.